hand chair, and the moving letters.
Okay. Moving letters, that's interesting.
Okay, where are we going?
That was actually kind of funny when it was talking about the paper lantern. Saying that it had an attractive feature with the warm red glow.
Yeah.
That actually does make sense because red is actually a very common color used in restaurants.
Yeah. Well, it does trigger like biological effects compared more to like other colors. Like if someone is wearing a red dress, we're more likely to see them as being as like wearing something attractive compared to like white or like other colors.
A sexy person.
Oh.
Also, too, red cars are usually perceived as going faster.
Yeah.
But I think also, too, red does trigger certain relaxations and makes people more comfortable, like sitting and relaxing and eating more in a restaurant.
Yep.
And conversely, I think yellow is actually used more in fast food places because people are usually coming and going a lot faster. And yellow, while it's very cheerful, lends itself to more of a energetic shade, so you don't necessarily...
Alright, we're looking for something in here that's an altered item, at least according to the map.
A little bit unfortunate that the place that... Okay, look, a lot of places have been infected with mold, that's true. But it is kind of creepy that the place that seems to be most affected is the medical ward. Like, that actually feels like a targeted attack.
Yeah. Well, it is where they brought the person for examination, so I imagine that probably has something to do with it.
They're not gone. There's still something uncomfortable about it. But also, you literally just clobbered that one his guy with a wheelchair, and I'm...
Oh,
hello. Hello? How are you doing?
I don't know, but I think that there's... I just know these... The hiss nodes are messing with the altered item.
As they do.
Oh, I think you have to destroy them all within a certain time limit. Bad office chair.
Relax. Easy peasy. Very good.
Oh, the office chair is a hand. That's why the hand is like a chair, like in the shape of a hand.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. X-ray light box. Ooh.
Oh, that's new.
Examine X-rays. Image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to patient name blank. Object allows totalitarians to forcibly seize an individual's blank. The seized individuals become blank to the user. Effect last blank. Once release the seized blank as a result of the psychic trauma. Object has no current binder. A janitor named blank bonded the object at St. Anne's Hospital in blank. Soon the building's occupants were blank by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to blank the perpetrator and blank the item. Fatalities numbered in the blank, and that's a pretty big number, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
For operational details, see this case.
Yeah, because I mean, assuming it says like in numbered, it could be like, it's probably too short for tens, but it could be like dozens or hundreds, and oh boy.
Well, it sounds like he possessed everyone in the entire hospital, and they had to go in and like forcibly take him out.
I saw a janitor. I'm like, oh, auntie, and then
it's like no, wrong janitor.
No, auntie.
Black rock paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. A Trotman-style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. The surface is rusted in places. Weighs 3,789 pounds. Well, it's an anchor, so. An item generates a persistent black sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. The sphere is always generated at a precise point in relative to the item, or in relation to the item, specifically blank horizontal feet and blank vertical feet from the blank of the anchor. Ranger First Class was dropped into the sphere wearing a diving suit with dedicated oxygen line at blank AM EST. After 10 minutes and 13 seconds, inside the sphere. Blank's oxygen line was cut at the sphere's border by unseen forces. All agents in the room during Blank's entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and a loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger Blank has been declared MIA, presumed dead.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Handshare procedures.
Oh, I'll read this one.
Okay.
Item must be kept in isolation, removed from other unsecured objects. Under no circumstances is the item to be sat in. A plastic seat shaped like a human hand from the 1960s. The hand's palm forms a seat with the fingers acting as the chair's back. The item affects gravitational forces, attracting and repelling objects near itself with a force of blank. Its fingers have also been observed to change positions, though too quickly to be witnessed or filmed. The item may be changing forms rather than moving. The item only displays these effects during full moons, of course. Simple analysis confirms it contains human genetic material. Background found in the warehouse at Blank, Albany. A team of ranger trainees, accompanied by an experienced field agent, were dispatched to investigate local rumors when they encountered the item. They successfully retrieved the item. You know, I have to admit, that is like one of the first case reports about one of these things that did not involve any explicit mention of fatalities.
Which is nice.
But again, there's so much redacted stuff. There could be some things that, are problematic. I should wonder, it would be kind of cool. How with Alan Wake 2, there was the New Game Plus?
Yeah.
That, gave you some slightly different cutscenes and, more material and more pages and stuff like that. Much like how in the first Alan Wake you got new pages if you played in Nightmare mode. I feel like it would be kind of cool of a New Game Plus if you got to read all these documents without the reductions.
That'd be cool.
Fridge repair coming along.
Yeah, he's it's dead.
I'll see you later, Langston.
Okay, now we need to go and try and find the traffic light. So keep an eye out for blinking lights somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I need to go back down and actually activate the control point so that way I respawn here and not back at the anchor.
Yeah, that would be a little rough. Whee! Come on, Jessica. There you go. Good girl.
Okay. So keep an eye out for blinking red, yellow, and green lights because I'm pretty sure that's traffic light.
Mm-hmm.
It says that it's supposed to be in here somewhere. Okay, that's the archive. Still need to wait for level 6 clearance. Unless it's in there, but I think that it would be glowing yellow instead. So, baby stroller.
What's funny with these objects of power is that, some of them, you can see how they became focal points for this power.
Yeah.
Considering, they're rather iconic symbols or iconic men. There's so many designs of baby strollers, but the one that has been identified as the altered item is a classic image of the baby stroller, right?
Yes, it's something everyone would think of when you said describe a baby stroller.
Yeah. So it's but I do wonder, while you can see how the objects themselves were chosen, to an extent. I mean, obviously, it's why a baby stroller? I don't know. All the other things. But what is interesting is, why have a baby stroller that is just, why have a baby stroller that just exudes this black smoke? How do the effects get chosen? I have no idea.
Me neither, though we can see the anchor's back. I think that, at least for the baby stroller, that kind of design may have been much more common around the time, when everyone was smoking. And smoking was still sort of like a, acceptable practice, so to speak. So I wonder if that might have something to do with it.
You've got a good point, because some of the others are somewhat explicable like that, too, that Christmas tree. While it doesn't exactly do anything Christmas Eve, it is also part of an isolated scientific Arctic base that got cut off from communication, meaning that, you know, even like, you know, that could be a high, those people were at a high risk of, you know, isolation induced psychological struggles, even without a creepy mimicking tree.
Yep. Oh.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I think it's where the TV used to be.
Hello. So the and
That must be one of the missing altar items.
hello. The paper, you know, the paper lantern has the psychological attraction drawing people into a restaurant.
How did I get back here?
Yeah.
Is this red light, green light?
Yes, if you move during red light, it'll send you back to the start.
At least that's all it does to you.
Yeah.
Oh god. Go, Jesse. Careful.
Oh, wait. Hey! Get back here! It's an alternate item and it's being a pain. Also, someone still needs to fix this room.
So how exactly is someone supposed to fix it? If anyone is going to be able to fix it, you'd think it would be you. You're the one who has all the funky psychic powers. You're the one who literally can cleanse the control points and make the building fix itself. That someone is you. Also, all of these altered items have been nothing but pains, and when has shooting them ever proven to be a good idea? All you're gonna do is make it mad.
You know, you're all kind of right, I think. Come on, buddy, calm down.
And these guys don't need any help
Yeah, alright.
getting mad. Ooh, what do we got here?
No, where to go?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, the object's effect is subdued by exposure to sunlight. A traffic light with 3 distinct lights arranged vertically on top of its 4 sides. From top to bottom, the lights shine red, yellow, green. A popular children's game is believed to be integral to the manifestation of this item and its effect. If an entity approaches the item while its red light is activated, they will be instantly relocated a distance of blank from the item. Note, theories that the item is shifting people to a former timeline or parallel universe have been explored and dismissed. Well, that's a relief. Background, the item was discovered after a street light at an intersection near the elementary school began shifting people away from itself after sunset. A local panic brought the case to the attention of the Bureau. The item was contained and a gas leak was blamed for the confusion of the townspeople perception. Again, probably one of the more innocent ones, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, not like the fridge with literally causing a building to collapse.
And killing a child.
Yeah.
Granted, not only that, look, Michael is the one child who was named in that report, but that was a full-ass apartment building. There were very likely other children involved in that
Other
too.
children and people, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just that fridge was the only thing left standing.
Because it got mad that a young child was more interested in drawing than looking at it.
Yeah, that... Honestly, though, given how the former was inside it, and the fact that, you know, now we don't need to actually look at it constantly, I wonder if it's either the former caused the problem to happen in the first place, or because, you know, we went inside it and basically, you know, gave it the most amount of attention that was possible, it's now, you know, calm.
Yeah.
Or it's sort of like, you know, it's been satiated.
Either that, or you went in and legit shot its eye out, so now it doesn't know if you're looking at it or not.
That would be fun.
To tell you the truth, if the former had infected it beforehand, that simultaneously makes me feel a little bit better and also worse. Because on one hand, it's kind of nice to know that something so dangerous as this fridge was infected by a very dark entity rather than just being a normal object of power or an altered item. But on the other hand, it gives you the impression we don't know what happened to that Michael kid. I don't think he was ever found. So you get the sense that maybe it ate him. Much like it did Philip. Oh, well, this is fun. Whee!
Yep, yeah, chase the letters around.
Like a cakewalk? He just kind of clipped through that woman's heel. She's up there. Hello.
I'm getting it to come back over here.
I gotcha. My warning does still stand. It looks ready to phase through and like paper cut your spleen to death or something. The way it kind of phases through you. It's a little unfortunate.
Cleanse and contain the moving letter.
Alright, you got one.
Yeah, now keep an eye out because I do think that there's a lot more we can explore here in terms of items and such to find.
Ooh.
Oh, that wasn't here before, but
Nice
okay.
one. Machine God. Oh yeah, I had a dream. Oh, Dead Letters. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to on his own. This is just the beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Just imagine, this kid coming home and finding their parent has disassembled their skateboard to make a machine for a potential God, and they'd be like, what the hell happened? Meanwhile, their spouse, if they're married, comes back like,
Honey?
Why can I not make my waffles anymore? Why is my yogurt going bad? What in God's name? And then the writer of this letter is like, yes, exactly. This is all done in God's name. And they're like, okay, I think we're having a problem.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where I can see why the Bureau would collect that kind of letter, because it's just goofy enough, or it's just insane enough that it could be nothing, but it's also just realistic enough that it could potentially be like an altered something.
Or something that could become an altered item.
Yes.
Especially if the person saw, that sounds like a very specific design to receive in a dream. And I feel like the fact that the dream is listed as being a excuse me, and it also seems because the dream was constantly referred to with a capital letter feels significant.
Yeah.
All right, you got this one.
Dear elected official, thanks to the recent smoking ban in my state, I am happy to inform you I will not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because the smoke is toxic to the aliens that the government sold our planet to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens won't be able to live on Earth. Our air would be poisonous to them. If you government traitors can't stop people from smoking, then you... If the government traders can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. People know what's going on. They're going to keep smoking no matter what. This is a national emergency. Politicians are handing the planet over to alien overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Signed, a proud smoker / rebel / patriot.
Oh my God.
That hits differently now that conspiracy theories have gone out the wazoo, like just all over the place, but...
I also like the idea that, smoking banned, what's also a little bit funny is considering, the public attitude towards smoking kind of lends itself to thinking that this letter was written in, maybe the 60s or 70s. Which actually, to tell you the truth, that would make a lot of sense. Not only would there be enough public smoking that they would need to issue statewide bans, but think about it, we don't have those nowadays. There's a lot of buildings that prohibit smoking, same with aircrafts, but in general, because smoking has become much less of a mainstay across the entire population, there's now more just designated areas. You don't need the full bans because enough of the population doesn't smoke anymore.
Yeah.
So, considering there seemed to be some sort of need for this ban implies that this was kind of early on, or later in the decades, and also too, if it was in the 60s or 70s, that was not too long after we first launched into the moon and people started to think of space as a thing.
Yes.
Oh, can I read this one?
Yes.
Dear gentlemen of the Society of Sciences, it has been some time since I sent my initial letter. I hope it's not the case that you have dismissed my claims outright. In that hope, I am writing I'm writing you to once more ask for your help in understanding the oddity that has befallen me in my home. I have recently begun renting a new apartment in the city. The space is nothing special, though for a time I found the isolation quite soothing. Recently, I have begun experiencing a strange occurrence. While I'm in my kitchen, a tiny little thing with not much but a sink, I sometimes lose myself. My surroundings change. I find myself standing in a strange, dark stone. I stare out at a colorless sky, as white as undisturbed snow, terrified of moving. The astral plane. Perhaps this is a brain issue? I think not, as it feels terribly real. This has been occurring for some months now, and I have become frightened of entering the kitchen. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I would duly appreciate a visit from one of your professionals to see what they make of it. I await your response with little expectation, but with great hope. Very truly yours, Lorraine Fitzgerald. Oh my gosh. I actually wonder if because her kitchen, is very blank, presumably, considering that it was called, like, a white house, presumably the kitchen is painted white, which is typical, if you first move into a new apartment, they give you, like, a blank slate of walls in terms of paint so you can customize. And there's not much in there to give it much more color or character. There's probably enough overlap between this relatively empty white room that the astral plane is able to briefly connect to it.
Maybe.
That's fascinating and also terrifying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. It just keeps going on with that, and then eventually it redacts something.
I'm a plaid suit in the pinstripe world. I'm a plaid suit. This is like Alan lifted the page. It's like, Alan, I lifted the page to my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page to my eyes and read it. In it, I lifted the page to my eyes and read it.
It's basically the control version of that.
With a bit of reduction in the middle for some reason.
Well, I'm assuming that maybe it's like, it's probably like, oh god, I can't stop, help kind of thing, and then goes back to, losing it.
Oh boy.
Cat clock.
Go ahead.
My clock is shaped like a cat, and its eyes move, and I think it's angry, but I keep apologizing, and it won't stop, but I said, I'm sorry. sorry. But it won't leave me alone, and I don't know what it wants. I can't keep apologizing. G4 do, you see, now I too, it told me everyone is here, and I need to be careful so they don't see me writing this letter. It wants me to stay with it. My eyes on its eyes and moving very fast, but I can't keep going, and I worry we'll forget about me. So indeed, you wrote to you about this because I can't go on the cat will because of its eyes.
Okay, well that's not creepy or anything. My guess is some of the words are kind of jumbling together because the person's probably not looking at the letter while they're writing it because they need to stare at the cat clock.
Yes, as you do.
As you do. Oh. Hey, you have questions and the prophets have your answer. If you are truly intrigued, watch the time. We've lost about 45 days in the past 4 years. The shortening of days, that is why the Vatican is a sundial and also simultaneously a keyhole. Another thing while I'm here, if you want the secret to everything, compare plasma next to brain cells. The sun plus moon are composed of plasma, simply light, not planets. After this is cemented in your psyche, ponder the current whereabouts of where you, I, and humanity reside. Cheers! And that one I think we can just blame on, that almost sounds more like a text message than a written letter. Something about the structure of the sentences, but maybe that's just my grammar self.
Yep. Oh, that was very lucky right there.
Yeah, I think you lulled it to a full sense of security by reading the letter in front of it.
Black rock paneling suppresses the item's effect. A stack of 4 envelopes, each containing a single piece of paper. All 4 letters are illegible due to extreme water damage. The envelopes, curiously, do not show any signs of damage and are covered and messages of love.
Aw.
The items are able to move short distances at a pace of less than blank and always in a blank direction. This is the first altar item to have multiple separate parts, a fact previously believed to be an impossibility by blank. A proposal to take the items outside the oldest house and follow their movement to its final destination is under consideration with the budget committee. Items were found in the Dead Letters archives, where the head activist found it attempting to escape a filing cabinet. She reports having no record of the item in the archive of letters.
Interesting.
So they just appeared in the bureau itself, in the Dead Letters section.
Well, that's not creepy or anything. Although, for what it's worth, those ones are perhaps the overall the most harmless. Yeah.
Aside from maybe the duck quacking, but vivid
Yeah.
dreams.
Ooh.
To the esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I am aware that there are many books purporting to contain the true meaning of dreams, but I have reservations about their legitimacy. I understand that this is not usually done, but I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I have had immensely vivid dreams. They only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams can seem real at the time, but these feel markedly different. They do not occur often, perhaps only one or two a year. Last night I had one. I saw a small empty town. It was utterly dark. There was a lake at its center. Shadows of people moved about me, muttering odd things. A bright light woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this recent incident, I have decided to seek help. The doctors say I'm physically fine, but I wanted to consult with your expertise. Thank you for your valued time. Yours very sincerely, Richard Bonker.
Boker.
Boker, yeah.
Oh my god.
That sounds almost like he was seeing like a potential bad version of this elevator stuff with letters. Okay, but it seems sort of like almost like what would have happened if Alan hadn't succeeded in Alan Wake 2. Oh, there's a giant hole in the ceiling. Ignore that.
Just ignore the giant hole in the ceiling.
Yes, but that was I actually didn't realize that one's connection to Alan Wake 2 or Alan Wake until now.
Yeah. The moment he said like the town with the lake at the center, I'm like, oh no. Honestly, too. I mean, even. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That honestly, even like a strange empty town with it, that almost. I mean, heck, that doesn't even feel like a bad ending. That could probably resemble what the town actually looks like. Think about even in the first Alan Wake, you're sometimes running around, later at night.
Yeah, and chapter 5 when you're fighting through town to get away from the darkness, and it's just taken everywhere.
And it's taken everything, and parade floats are coming at you, and people are screaming, you can learn about nature and yourself, and throwing infinitely spawning crowbars at you, and we're having a great time.
That was very interesting. And I can definitely see the FBC following up on that one, especially once they learn of the AWE in...
I told something. No. Why listen to Langston?
What's kind of crazy is that...
I found all those missing altered
Okay,
items.
hang on, I'll wait till this cutscene's
sorry.
done.
All of them? Wow, you have a gift, ma'am. But those weren't all of the altered items missing from the Panopticon. The hiss must be making them restless. We've had several more containment breaches.
How many of these things did he lose?
Probably all of them, really.
How many?
Not all of them, but...
Just a couple. Should be no problem for you. I really appreciate your help. Really. Just super.
Rubber duck!
I get to get the rubber duck, yes.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I also saw mannequins, but sorry, you were saying?
What else was interesting too was that he also talked about. I wish that there were dates on these letters. Because honestly, if that letter was like from any time before 2010, that could potentially even be what lets the people know that something weird could be even going on at Cauldron Lake before Alan ever showed up. And also too, what I thought was interesting was the fact that he specifically referenced a bright light will come up, as in Tom the diving poet.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, isn't that kind of what happens to Alan in that nightmare he has at the beginning? It's a little bit different because, you know, it's not like a full town. He sees like a lighthouse, but he's the lighthouse near the lake, and there's a dark shadow chasing him, spouting weird words, and a bright light, you know, is there helping him out and waking him up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, that's fascinating. Oh, that's so cool. All right.
Mannequin, flamingo, and rubber duck.
Where are we going first?
Here. There's a sealed threshold corridor. It says there's supposed to be something over here.
Okay, flamingos.
Oh.
Yeah, the flamingo's supposed to be here. Hello. That's colorful. Oh, hello. Oh no, are we doing more red light, green light?
It's got to be an altered item.
Whoa, okay, this is really trippy red light, green light. This is cool. Creepy, but cool.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. The heck? Cannot wait to read the
Oh,
file.
it's on a TV, so that just makes it even worse.
I can't wait to see what the file is for this one. Can I read this one?
Yes. Give me a sec. There we go. Oh. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What did you do? Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this also corrupted by the former?
Yes.
Oh! We got into another altered item. At least this one is not actively murdering fridges. Or making fridges murder children. We don't know what the flamingo has done. But even still.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Alright, okay. Oh, like a box. Like a turd spider with an eye.
Oh, God. I want to get to one of the other areas, but this thing doesn't want me to leave. I guess it's lonely in here.
That's fair. You also destroyed its other fridge thing, and now it's really annoyed that you're not staring at it anymore.
Get out of here, buddy. God. And yeah, there were other platforms I could have jumped to.
Oh, that's cool.
Because look at the big holes in this one.
I
Mm-hmm.
never did like flamingos.
Oh, the
Oh,
door's
no.
just gone.
Too pink, she says. That's fair.
Yeah. Case files.
Pink flamingo procedures. Here we go. Containment procedures. No unique procedure required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament. 2 steel prongs extend to its underside. The item is suspected to influence atmospheric physics, altering meteorological phenomena in the area. This effect is currently unconfirmed. New altered effect has been observed. See this file for details.
That's.
Yeah?
I'm guessing the appendix is probably Jesse,
Updating it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was apparently found years ago in 1997.
Honestly, too, considering the crazy effect it has and the fact that the former infected it, is a little interesting because the file is so mundane. It's an unconfirmed altered item.
But then we see it, and oh my God, it's making the whole room shift around.
And then we learn it's been corrupted by the former, and we can see, yeah, that makes sense. But there's something about that actually makes you even more curious about the fridge, because the fridge at least had a documented history of violent behavior. The flamingo, it's just like, it may or may not influence weather. Like, it's not something that says, like, oh, there's like a weird number of intense storms or something that would be very harmful. It could be like, oh, it like lowers the temperature, but that could also be a cold front coming in. Like, I don't know. It's so weird because it's so different than what the fridge was like. It's like, how long ago did the former get to it?
Yeah.
Because I got the impression that the former had its tethers in the fridge for a while. This kind of confirms it. But then why grab the flamingo? Because he destroyed the fridge? That makes a lot of sense. It
Maybe.
means if that's the case, though, it means it's actively rampaging around, trying to find openings in which it can gain footholds in this world through its objects, and kind of taking advantage of the Hiss invasion.
Yeah, well, I can see that being a thing. Oh, give me 1 second to check this first. Yep. Oh, it's definitely clearer now, so that's nice.
Oh, that's so cool and very creepy.
Yeah. Okay, this is level 6. I can't get in yet, so I don't think I can actually get this other altered item yet. So instead of going for that, we are going to go back and check on Audie to see if he has any new maintenance requests for me. Then we will go talk to Dylan. I know that we've been putting off talking to the brother, but want to do some of the other stuff first.
Oh well, there was a murderous fridge and Philip and a flamingo and a traffic red light, green light, and the potential rubber duck.
Yeah. Well, we have to go to the rubber duck later at some point.
Rubber duck does whatever the rubber duck does, which is quack incessantly and freak people out and follow their young kids home around. Because that one idiot brought something home.
And was apparently terminated and potentially sentenced to jail time for violating the law, because I can definitely picture that taking home anything from the Bureau is... Well, most anything from the Bureau is strictly prohibited.
It's also dumb. Like, what on earth could you possibly find here that you want to take home?
I don't know.
Auntie! Oh, he's got 2 things here.
Yep, what a mess. Clean the mold.
You need to scrub that clean, or they are very good listeners. You can tell them anything. Or you can sing to them. They like that.
That's right, there were all those plants.
Yep. But first we have to go clean the molds, which is in the medical wing.
Fair.
Which is where we were, so...
Yeah, we knew that.
I think that there might be another eliminate the mold thing that we can do for him, but we'll go do these 2 quests first, then come back and check. Because I do want you to see what he gives you as a reward for doing all his quests.
Aww.
Because it is pretty fun.
Does he give you a new outfit?
I'm not gonna say anything.
My guess is he gives you janitor coveralls, and I will be here for it. Like, if that is the case and you get them, dear God, I hope you wear them for the final battle. That would be so cool.
Sure, I'm sure I would do that.
Assuming you don't look completely ridiculous, because
more ridiculous than wearing a golden suit that, like this.
Okay, look, the golden suit is very flashy, but it's a practical form of clothing, and it looks like work clothes. So
it is way too sparkly to be work clothes, but I see your point.
Yeah, although honestly, it's not really sparkly. It's just bright. There's not like it's covered.
Yeah, it looks sparkly to me.
Well, next time you're at the central point, and we'll have to do a close up and see if we can see any glitter.
Mold's gotten in here too? Alright. Let's get cleaning, she said.
Okay.
Did she just say, let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun?
Well, yes, because we need to shoot certain parts of it. See that big bobbing thing?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I have to admit that she's literally just basically made her own one-liner for a book or something. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Alan would be proud.
I know.
I do always remember struggling with this though, so let me know if you see any glowing block things anywhere.
Okay.
Ow. And yeah, it should all be in this part. Oop, there's one.
Aha, very nice, very nice.
Thoughts. Oh, I never came in here, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Mold blob. Just trying to make a little bit of room. I think that there's all in here. Oh, you can hear Audie singing again.
Singing to the plants, I wonder.
Maybe. There you are.
Aha!
Oh, I'm missing one more. Better way to get rid of mold than with high explosives.
Maybe, I don't know, bleach would probably also be good.
Fair enough. It's always this last one that I always struggle with. I just never remember where it is.
Are they in the same spots throughout, like,
I think
between
that,
playthroughs?
I think so. Oh, my weapon mods are full, so I need to go get rid of some of those.
Mm-hmm. Somehow you still managed to become a treasure gremlin.
Well, this is more of just me forgetting to get rid of all of them, rather than.
And your mods and your mods are over encumbered and full of percentages.
Throw the phone just because of how bad that was.
I mean, how would saying that they were over encumbered and full of cheese? How would that be any better?
Fair enough. Maybe there is some on here. No.
I keep seeing like bright lights, but I think those are just light bulbs. They're not the mold like that, for example. I keep thinking that's a node, but that's a light bulb.
Careful not to hit myself with this.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Wait. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, no, that's a light.
No, but I don't think I ever discovered this area.
Cool.
Note this out. Randomly blasting walls actually does have benefits occasionally.
It's like what you do in Metroid.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
If you want to look up where this last piece of mold is, feel free, because at this point I might just be running around for the next 10 minutes looking for a mold blob.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yes, but let me just... There's one more place actually I could probably check.
Okay.
Right? That's worth a shot.
Easy.
Just give me 1 sec to get it open. There we go. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Look up the mold. Are you good?
Yes, I'm fine. Okay. Control. No. Control. No. Here we go. It's kind of funny. The first result was like, oh yes, how you can clean mold in your home. I'm like, oh wait, no. Sorry. Potential research. No.
Oh, I found it. Never mind.
Son of a bee, I just found the right article too.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh god, oh, that timing was painfully perfect.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's like the time I finally managed to get the key in the lock and was turning it and you opened the door like, hello. Honey, you're home. Alright.
I'm sorry. I did clean that. We're gonna go do the target mission, then we'll go do the rest of all this stuff.
Talk to the plants. Go talk to the plants. Sing to the plants, maybe. Clear your head before you go talk to your brother.
Mm-hmm. Where is this? The energy converters again.
Okay. Yeah.
On the screen, there's just like a 5-minute section of me running around looking for a blob of mold.
Yeah, really. And accidentally finding yourself a little secret hidey hole with, oh god, there's so many people hiding up there. That's so crazy.
This is revenge for last time.
That's another one that's kind of cool too, is, obviously, you know, these little side missions turn up, you know, you can get the rewards and completion for them, so that's good. But even without these little side missions, you can still come across, you know, you can still go into areas that you've already cleared, and or places that, you know, there's a bunch of people who are setting up shop and specifically do all the safe zone. And then just the hiss start, they just come out of nowhere and start wailing on you. And even though you've already been in a spot and you think that it's safe, it really sends the message that while you are, oh no.
Darn it.
Death.
Stupid healing orb again.
Sorry.
It wasn't you, it was the healing orb.
It really sends the message that however much you're working to get things under control, you don't have everything under control just yet, because the hiss is still out there and it is trying to corrupt anybody that it can, and it is getting and it'll take any people that it can, and it will come after you and it will attack you, and if it can't corrupt you, it will kill you, and it'll kill your friends and it'll kill everyone else here. Because it's a little bloody red hissy opportunist throwing a big old hissy fit. And it's actually kind of terrifying. Alrighty.
This one might also be a while, might take a little bit, but not for the same reason as the mole. Just keep an eye out for withered plants.
Okay.
Because we need to go in and have a nice little conversation with them.
Oh. Hey, are these the plants that someone made a memo about being like, are we being invaded? I mean, like, I like plants as much as the next guy, but this is a little ridiculous.
Small talk was never really my strong suit.
Aww.
At least they can't talk back.
That's fair. Nope. It's an ugly red. It's not so much ugly, but it's a very intense red. What's even harsher against them.
Oh god!
Oh my god, that's a dragon. What the hell?
We ran into one of these guys down near Blackrock Processing.
Oh boy, you see him in all his full-wing glory here. And the bright lights leave very little to the imagination. Oh well. That's unfortunate what that is. Yeah.
This is where I just was. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get up above using my levitate powers, because I think that there is something extra up there that we can discover. I just need to find a way to get up there.
Oh.
Mold is breaching through there and here.
The first box.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of how you can traverse a lot of the Mario Sunshine levels, but especially Nookie Bay. Oh God, he even has an HRA.
Yeah, well, the things try to kill you even if you have it.
Yeah, but it's still something unfortunate because most of the people that we've seen die to this have been his corrupted.
Yeah. Oh. There's a little secret room over here. Hidden location discovered.
Oh. Do we get to hear more music? Ah! Whoa. Oh, hello. What the hell? Oh. Who is... Oh, that's a dummy. Oh, thank God. I was afraid that was a person.
No, but it looks like whatever the music does inverts gravity?
Okay, to tell you the truth, that sounds a little bit like fun.
Yeah.
Assuming it's not meant to be, you know, like disturbing.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's all that was in here, but it was a secret area and I got an experience point, so I think it was worth it.
Just go in and just, you know, yeet around a test dummy and get yourself an experience point. That's one way to play the game. Whee!
Yep, now I gotta go find plants to talk to.
I have to admit, levitate this seems like a pretty fun. Oh, is that one?
I hope your day has been productive. Little plant.
Oh, that's so cute.
That really works, huh?
I hope your day's been productive, little plant. It's adorable.
And she does get more into it as you go.
Oh. What if someone was in there? They'd be like, what the fucking hell, director? Please stop. Too bad you don't get an achievement for destroying all bathroom stalls.
That would be great.
That would be so great. That would be like a PlayStation level achievement. Be like taking a dump. That would be great.
Okay, I gotta keep a lookout for more plants.
I think it would be also really... Oh, there's one.
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
Oh, she's so... That's so cute.
I wish my leaves were as pretty as yours.
Aww. You're saying, sorry?
She's so, like, into it. I love this. Like, she's okay, she's not quite into it just yet, but she's trying to think of the most sincere thing she can say
To a plant.
Oh.
Is it just we've been in here?
Mm-hmm. I think it would actually be really funny if you cause just enough wanton destruction around the facility. It'd be really funny if you get an extra bonus mission called "What a Mess, Clean Up After Yourself," and you have to go around with like a big ass vacuum cleaner or something, and you just like go and repair at least some of the damage that you have wrought.
That would be fun.
That would be really funny, yes. And the thing is, that would definitely encourage destructive playstyles because people would want to get that extra trophy. Oh, that's great.
Do you have a family? I have a brother. I miss him a lot.
Aww. I have a family. She said that's so funny. I mean, it's technically plants do have families because, you know, there's the whole taxonomic ranking system, and family is one of the ranks.
Science
So
jokes!
technically, every plant has a family.
Technically correct.
Oh my god.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean? I have no experience in leadership roles. I have no on-the-job training.
For what it's worth, honey, this whole day is pretty much an on-the-job training, and you're doing great. I know it hasn't exactly been an easy day, and there has been a lot of losses, but she's legit, like, you know, cleaning up a bunch of messes and doing her best.
Your chlorophyll really brings out the green in your leaves.
Good for you, sweetheart.
That's all of them. Look at this.
Look at God, listeners, Jesus. Honestly.
Sorry, Mr. Hisk, you've been benched.
No more basketball for you.
Actually,
Yeah?
since we're here, let's go get the rubber duck.
Okay. Rubber duck. Rubber duck. Does whatever the rubber duck does, which is quack. Hi, everybody.
Why? I want to see where Blackrock prisons lie on the lowest scale of hardness.
I guess they're making more HRAs.
Well, that's what you
Yeah,
got.
and looking at the side, it looks like they're actually succeeding, which is good.
Excuse me.
Excuse my lady.
Well, that is what they were. That is what you got, like the
Blackrock prison for. Yeah.
That was great. It was good that it's working. Because honestly, everyone here needs as much good news as they can get. Because this has been a terrible day.
Oh, jeez. And this is the area that I couldn't get into before, and it's full of mold, of course.
Well, yeah.
Aha.
A box. You get launch efficiency. Yay!
Wow.
Right.
Hello? Oh!
Ah.
Ducky! Oh!
Bye, Ducky.
Disappearing ducks. Great.
I love the way she says that.
I know. Great. It's gonna start following her around, isn't it? I mean, you can kind of hear that. That is what I'm hearing, right? It's quacking.
I'm listening for it. Let me check this one.
There you go. Stop, damn it. Come here, buddy.
Finally, no more quacking.
She seemed most annoyed with that thing than anything else. Ooh. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Blank, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night.
Oh, I think we already had this one.
After discovering it in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for Study. Yeah, we did. He's been terminated. That was 2001. Oh, good lord. That girl is probably almost 20 years old right now.
Direct contact with the item is not permitted. Safety gloves required when hauling. Rubber bath toy from the 1950s. A single hole in the bottom allows air and water to flow in and out. Item was making a sound analogous to quacking and travels considerable distances with surprising speed. How it achieves this, motion is unknown. The item forms a blank of unknown purpose with anyone who makes direct physical contact with it and begins to follow them, quacking often. It has led to a researcher named Blank entering a cardiac arrest. Though due to individual's health issues, the matter may not be connected to the item's effects.
Oh, okay.
Still, we dealt with the killer duck, supposedly.
Yay. It also said, too, what did it say? Item has been on loan to, research studies, to, the research sector for which I think